Welcome back to Tell Me About Yourself, the series where I sit down with Carlmont staff and ask them about their work lives, their personal lives, and see how each have changed because of the coronavirus. This week we talked to Miss Vansable, who is currently teaching English in her third year at Carlmont and is enjoying her first year in TikTok fame. Just tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay. So my name is Emily Vansibil. It will eventually, in several years, be Dr. Proctor, which I'm very excited about. Um, this is my third year at Carlmont. I teach sophomores and juniors, and I also work 20% of the time at the district office. I have a reputation as being like fun, but tough. And I don't actually know what my digital learning reputation is. I'm sure I'm less liked than I am in normal years. But I guess one thing that I may have not shared is I actually worked in Belmont when I was a junior and senior in high school and all the way through college until I became a teacher. I worked at a tax accountant's firm. So coming back to Belmont and teaching at Carlmont was like a really cool way to kind of feel anchored in the community, which was fun.
So, what made you want to become an English teacher?
I couldn't tell you. I have wanted to be a teacher since I was like 4 years old. Like when my little sister was born, it was a moment for me where I got to say, I now have a student. And I used to like use our printers and make like worksheets for her as old as she was like able to write. Like teaching was the only thing that I had ever thought of. But I also just enjoy reading as a person. So I like to read. I liked Shakespeare in high school. I was one of the only people that was like, that was a dirty joke. Did you get the dirty joke? That was a racist joke. Did you get that joke? So I was somebody who found pleasure in like the nuances in writing. And so I was hopeful that I could bring some of that to future students.
How has your teaching style changed because of distance learning?
It's garbage. I am I am not the person who I want to be in distance learning. It's a lot less interactive. I tend to set people out to kind of like do their own work and then I would float, right? Like I have a little rolly chair that is not my desk chair and I just like roll around my class normally and check in with the kids. And so much of my joy in education comes from the non-academic relationships that I'm able to build, and it is completely stripped in the world of distance learning because there is no one-on-one conversations that you can have with people there. When I make a joke to 35 people on mute and there's no like laugh track, like sometimes I can see your faces, but it's my teaching style has changed to basically be no fun, which I hate. I'm sure the kids hate, and we're stuck in this world because there's not much that we can do in a distance setting like this.
As an English teacher, has that influenced the way you talk to text? Like, do you talk in like perfect punctuation or like perfect grammar or like text in that way?
Okay, so texting is a big thing, and my friends are always really nervous when they text me to make sure that they're communicating in appropriate English. My fiance, same thing. Like, he now speaks in so much better text language after having been together because he's like, I can't mess it up because it is I will make fun of you 100%. But I would say that in communicating, I communicate more casually than I would care to when I like am speaking. When people are like, "Oh, you're an English teacher," I use the word like a lot more than I should. Texting for sure, complete sentences, proper punctuation, the whole thing. But speaking, I'm still a millennial.
Okay, now onto your TikTok. What was your like initial reaction after you found out you were going viral?
Fear, honestly, like half horrified, half like stoked. So I recorded the video when I was about to go on a walk with a friend. And so I like recorded the video, left my phone in the car, went on a walk for an hour and a half, came back, and there were like 16,000 views at that point. And I was surprised because it had been like an hour and I was like, oh, okay. And then I refreshed it and it was at like 24,000 views. And so you just like, you start and it's consuming, right? Like my phone battery just drained so fast. And I texted my fiance and I was like, I think I'm going viral. And he's like, oh, wow, 25,000. That's so cool. And I was like, no, it's now at 38,000. Okay, now it's at 96. And it just like blew up. And that was in August. And I still get notifications basically daily of people liking or commenting on that video.
Thanks again to Ms. Vancible for letting me interview her, and for Scott Center, this is Ethan Mann.